Hi, Facebook friends and family. It's me again. Um, Yesterday I posted a video and I started with if you didn't have to watch, it didn't really pertain to you. I realized a few of my Facebook friends actually this does pertain to. If you've got a special needs child in the Lewisville Independent School District, I think this is very pertinent to you and your student. So this is a follow-up. Yesterday I sent an email out to the board of directors and the superintendent, executive director, principal of the school, and still haven't received a response. So of course, I had to send another email because the day after tomorrow, my son walks into tutoring. So it's really important this get handled immediately. So again, this is going to be to all the people that I addressed yesterday, the Board of Trustees for Lewisville Independent School District, the superintendent, the principal of my son's school, and also the executive director of special education and the 504 and 88 coordinator. So I've sent the email, but again, I'm going to assume that your email's broken or you are not understanding what you're reading. I'm going to accommodate you like I hope you are accommodating our children. So here you go. Here's the email in case you missed it, because I sure haven't heard from you yet. So again, it's addressed to Executive Director, who is Kathy Talbert. So it starts, "Good afternoon, Kathy. We are still waiting for a response regarding a time-sensitive issue at hand. Ben's rightful access to all the benefits of his school. Ben will be walking into tutoring the day after tomorrow. Have you arranged for Ben's transcriber to be providing access? As of right now, we are preparing the additional complaint, the amendment, to the Office of Civil Rights and preparing to file for due process. Again, if this is not resolved immediately. We will also be including in the complaints that Ben was denied not just his interpreter, but also his FM system last year in tutoring, which was recently discovered. We are aware that there have been infractions on Ben's IEP in just the first 10 days of his sophomore year. His IEP states that his teacher of the deaf, or TOD, is to be on campus for 30 minutes a day, and this has not been happening. As the Executive Director of Special Education, I am sure you are aware of the multiple clerical errors on Ben's IEP made by your district level staff before Ben even stepped on the Marcus High School campus. When we file for due process, we will be forced into a stay put, and you must follow his schedule of services as you have poorly written them. We are contented with allowing a hearing officer to decide what is a clerical error. Please remember, Ben's IEP also states that if he goes 10 days without a live transcriber, we must go to ARD. This is something you neglected to do last year too. Because you have not responded regarding Ben having his interpreter transcriber in tutoring, we must assure Ben's access to his education since you refused to do so. We are prepared to write a check to one or both of Ben's transcribers and pay them directly for their services for Ben in tutoring. We are also prepared to pay them $30 an hour. Unlike Lewisville Independent School District, we understand the importance of education and spending money wisely. Sincerely, me and Donovan. So, I decided to go back and look at some stuff. At the beginning of the school year, before the school year started, you all did a presentation on our son, even though we requested, we do every year, to be invited because it's a meeting pertaining to just our son. It didn't happen again this year. We requested to see the actual slideshow that you all presented without an expert present. So I found really interesting in the slideshow, I found two slides. where you explain cochlear implants, don't make him a hearing person, thank you, that is accurate, that the FM system's absolutely necessary. They said you've got on here that he also uses a mini mic. So did you guys actually get one of those? Because the only mini mic I know about, it belongs to us. But the part that really was interesting was these two things, the cochlear implant and the FM system, are only part of the technology available to Ben for accessing instruction in class. You actually put this in the presentation, but you can't respond to my email on this exact issue. Also in the presentation, there's a slide that very clearly states communication underlined, written visual supplements for auditory presentations such as closed captioning, notes, and conversations participated in by student. Transcription, real-time access to classroom instruction. Okay, so if you guys know this already, why are you not just doing it? So I get to thinking, there's one person on this email that we have never met, which is Ben's principal. We've really never heard anything bad about him. But I do know that Ben's not the first deaf student to come through, or hard of hearing student, to come through his school. And I also know that these other students, the ones that I know about, have not been handled properly. Now, I find this really interesting because about a year ago, Marcus High School actually made national news. They produced a video, which had no captions, by the way, that was so egregious that the mothers in the area threw a fit. And it really wasn't my fight, but I found it interesting because this principal did something that made me go, you know, I like this guy. And he wrote this email. Now, being a mother with a child up there, I got the email too. And I won't read the whole thing. But he wrote, I apologize to the students regarding this issue today, but I wanted to reach out and apologize to parents as well. I'm a firm believer that when you make a mistake, you own it. You apologize and you make it right. So if you've got someone at the school level who says if you've made a mistake, you own it, you apologize, and you make it right, why is this not being owned? Where's Ben's apology? Why aren't you making it right? So again, I'm waiting for the phone call. We're here, send an email. We don't really care how you do it. Send me a video, I don't care. But Ben's gonna walk into that classroom for tutoring on Monday afternoon or Monday morning, and there better be a transcriber there. So I don't know what else to say to you all. I'm waiting, and I made it very clear in my email what I have to do when you all break the law. So again, thank you. I'm waiting for a response. All I want to know, yes or no. Thank you. Have a great weekend.